The Lakers lose to the Portland Trailblazers 105-107. The Lakers were up at halftime 54-47. No Russell Westbrook in this game due to back tightness. So that's really interesting to see, considering the trade period deadline is right around the corner. Will he stay or will he go? It's still up in the air. Yusuf Nurkic for the Trailblazers, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 19 points. He had a really nice game, 15 points in the first half. Anthony Simons, 5 assists, 29 points. 5 out of 11 from downtown. Anthony Simons only had 4 points in the first half, so a huge second half effort from him. LeBron James, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 30 points. He had 14 in the first half. Anthony Davis, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 17 points. Stanley Johnson went okay with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 11 points. THT was the standout for me in this one, with 5 out of 8 from the field, 4 out of 6 from downtown. 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 14 points. A consistent shooting night for Taylor Horton-Tucker. I was expecting a lot more from Anthony Davis. I was expecting a lot more from Malik Monk, from Avery Bradley. I was expecting a lot more for the Lakers as a team. The three-point shooting, the Lakers made 17 out of 37, which is good. Don't get me wrong. 45.9% from downtown is great. 10 out of 32 for the Trailblazers, shooting 31.3%. 0 out of 10 from downtown in the first quarter. So the Trailblazers really struggled at the start of this match, but then they just got themselves back in. And it's because the Lakers allowed it. The three-pointers were great, as I mentioned, but at times they did take a bit too many and should have worked inside the paint a little more. The rebound, 38 for the Lakers, 41 for Portland. Now, you might look at that statistic and think, well, both teams had their fair share of rebounds, but it's the offensive rebounds which cost the Lakers in this one. The Lakers only had 3 offensive rebounds compared to the Trailblazers' 11. Too many second chance points, too many second chance opportunities for the Portland Trailblazers. Points in the paint, the Lakers had 40, the Trailblazers had 58. 6 out of 13 from the free throw line for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's just not good enough. They need to be knocking down those easy shots, and early, because in the first quarter they were 2 out of 8 from the line. They struggled big time. The turnovers, don't get me started. Lakers, were you trying to break an NBA record for the most turnovers in a match? 21 turnovers for the Lakers. 11 for the Portland Trailblazers. The Lakers were atrocious with their awareness. They were atrocious with their basketball IQ at times. Their ball movement was sloppy. Careless basketball leads to a poor performance and a poor result. You are playing a team who is 11th on the ladder. You are playing a team who has struggled this season without their biggest star in Damian Lillard, who has given up pretty much half of their stars with CJ McCollum now gone, Norman Powell, Robert Covington. They're all out of the Portland Trailblazers now. The only stars for the Trailblazers, in my opinion, is Nurkic and Simons. Other than that, they're pretty much a G League team. And the Lakers lose to the Trailblazers, and they have no one to blame besides themselves for this loss because they were sloppy and they were poor. They can blame themselves for this one, and they can also blame their coach, Frank Vogel. How this guy is hanging on to his job, to his position at the Lakers, is beyond me. Get him out of our club. And while you're at it, Lakers, get Rob Pelinka out too. Rebuild is required. There is a big rebuild required for the Los Angeles Lakers. Dwight Howard could play in this match. So why didn't Vogel play him? He's sitting on the bench warming up his seat. Gee, the Lakers could have used an extra body. The Lakers could have used that player who is switched on, who gets that aggressive style of play and gives the team that energy. We see it from Dwight. And I reckon if Dwight Howard was at the line, he would have knocked down his free throws and probably out-free throwed the whole Laker team in this one. It's a real shame that he didn't get game time. Hopefully he's fully recovered from that back tightness that ruled him out for the last couple games. And hopefully he gets game time in maybe our next game or the next ones to come. Speaking of the Lakers' next game, it's on Sunday, 12:30 p.m. in San Francisco up against the Golden State Warriors. I'm really, really struggling. And if you're a fan out there who just loves basketball, you'd probably assume to yourself that the Lakers will lose to the Golden State Warriors. And it's simply because they are a really strong team. It's simply because they have that variety of skill. They have that variety of talent who is consistent. I wouldn't be surprised if the Golden State Warriors win the championship. It's either going to be them or the Phoenix Suns. I'm really hoping Phoenix win it this year after coming oh so close last season. But Lakers, really, you've got the Golden State Warriors next, then you've got the Utah Jazz. It's going to be a struggle. And we are really going to need a miracle to beat these teams. Go Lakers. Right guys, if you like that recap and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.